When you're hitting the bag, right? I see you hitting it when you walk. I want you to do like this and don't do boom, 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 boom. You keep boom, 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 boom. How long you can do that? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Paul, I think when he weighed in for Mike Tyson was 227 pounds. That is, if I'm not mistaken, £2 weight difference. Almost £100 weight difference. It's insane. That is called one thing. That's called being a bully.
Gervonta Tank Davis and Mike Tyson recently teamed up for an intense training session ahead of Tank's big fight with Jake Paul. The gym atmosphere was electric as Tyson shared his trademark ferocity and precision. He focused on explosive punching, head movement, and knockout uppercuts. Observers said Tank looked sharper than ever, fueled by Tyson's mentorship and aggression.
Yeah. Are there any considerations when you're moving your head, like you're trying to get your head out of the center line?
No, well, you want to get out the center, but the objective for him to throw the punch is so you can counter. And if he throws the punch here, you count here, you go to here, and you're still outside.
Yeah. Absolutely, that makes sense. So you want them to miss, and when they miss, that's your opportunity.
Absolutely. Sometimes you can punch while he's punching, you can throw boom at the same time. As he's punching, boom, you go down.
Absolutely.
It's all about moving after you punch. As soon as you punch, you're going. Whatever it is, boom, side, whatever it is, you have to go.
I love that foot movement. Is that something that Casamano taught you?
Yeah, twisting.
Twisting is what it's called.
The Paul versus Davis fight is set for November 14th at the Casa Center in Miami, Florida. Originally planned for Atlanta, it was moved after Georgia's athletic commission raised concerns about the extreme weight difference between the two fighters.
Oh my days. Jake Paul versus Tank Davis. Is this real? This can't be real. Because he was talking about fighting Joshua, which is heavyweight. And now he's saying about fighting Tank. Nah, this can't be. It's Netflix as well. I need to go and do some checks and see if like the main pages have posted this, but Jake Paul's posted it. It says Friday, November 14th. It's in Atlanta, State Farm Arena. This is random, no?
Tyson, who has sparred with Jake Paul, warned that Paul should not underestimate Tank Davis. He knows Jake brings size and youth, but believes Tank's speed, timing, and one-punch knockout power make him dangerous regardless of the size gap.
I think Gervonta Davis is probably the greatest fighter around now, but he's got a tough fight coming up. You know, he's the top dog, there's no doubt about it. He showed that, but Barrios, he's a pretty good fighter. Last time I saw him fight, he was pretty durable.
At the same time, Tyson admitted that Jake Paul's punches are no joke. He even said his body felt sore after sparring with Jake. A shocking statement from a man famous for taking and giving brutal knockouts. This shows Paul's power is real, not hype, and proves he's more than just a YouTuber dabbling in boxing.
Oh no, I don't remember the fight that much. I kind of blanked out a little. Listen, know what I remember? Coming back from the first round, and then the next day I remember Jake is doing some kind of, I don't know, what was he doing at the ring?
Oh yeah, a little bow at the end, he bowed.
And that's the last thing I remember. You know, but the day after the fight, right after, the day after, I woke up, I told my wife, why did I do that? You know, I don't know. I just don't know what the hell goes on.
What did you think of Jake's power, man, when you were in there?
I don't remember it, but my body was really sore. Yeah, my body, my chest, my stomach and stuff was really sore.
Fans and pundits often compare Tank Davis to Mike Tyson, pointing to their knockout power, aggressive styles, and larger-than-life personalities. Still, the comparison has limits since Tank fights in a different weight class and era, while Tyson's career is defined by his ferocious reign in heavyweight boxing.
I mean, I have to ask you, would you ever remake your famous video game? Bring it to the next generation consoles, my friend?
Hey, I'm just happy to be alive. Thank you.
What do you think about people comparing Tank Davis to you? I mean, what do you think about that?
Tank's a great fighter.
You think he's a great fighter? But what do you think about them comparing it to you? I mean, you're a legend, my friend.
Well, he'll be one too if he keeps fighting.
Oh, okay. All right, well, thank you. Okay, bye.
Davis himself has rejected the young Tyson label. He says Tyson was more of a brawler who relied on intimidation, while he considers himself a boxer-puncher who mixes skill with power. When asked about comparisons, Tyson gave a blunt response, maybe just getting in trouble with the law. Other than that, no.
Do you feel like you're the mini Mike Tyson?
Nah.
What do you call your style?
I don't know, I think I'm a boxer puncher.
What was Mike Tyson?
He was a brawler.
Brawl means more than one person.
A brawler, like somebody that's like.
So he knocked people out real quick. You knock people out real quick.
Yeah, but I can knock you out like.
So you saying that you can knock him out faster than Mike Tyson, probably, if it was a challenge?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying like Mike Tyson got power and skills. I feel as though like I have like the whole pack. I don't know, I'm me.
His comment suggested he doesn't fully embrace the idea that Davis is his modern-day equivalent. Interestingly, Davis hasn't always admired Tyson. After Tyson's loss to Jake Paul, Davis criticized him for stepping back into the ring for money, saying it may have hurt Tyson's legacy. Now, Tank faces the same kind of criticism for agreeing to fight Paul a flashy.
But Tank Davis, a lot of people say he reminds you of them. Does he remind you of yourself? It's a wrap.
There we go. I don't know. Maybe just getting in trouble with the law. Other than that, no.
Do you think that it's fair to call them boxers now? We talk about Logan Brothers.
I think it's okay to call Jake Paul a boxer. The only reason why I say that is because he do be in the gym. He's working on stuff. The fight that he fought Mike Tyson, I don't think he should have fought Mike Tyson because of who Mike Tyson is and the age. And he said that he didn't try to knock him out. Yes, you did. You just couldn't get the knockout. And he tried to knock him out for sure.
How much money you think they paid Tank?
Tank gonna make upwards around 100 million.
Say a word.
Real talk, so you can't really blame him for taking that.
Controversial matchup that many boxing purists see as damaging to his reputation. Critics argue the fight is more about spectacle than sport. Some say Davis avoided a rematch with Lamont Roach, which fans felt he owed, just to chase a payday with Paul. At a recent press conference, Davis fired back, saying he doesn't care what critics think and told fans to just enjoy the drama.
Look at this face-off, Henry. What are your thoughts here?
You're hearing that shit from me. That's cringe. In some weird way, I kind of like
what's cringe about it?
He's trying to big man the smaller guy, who the smaller guy to me is dangerous. I think Tank Davis is going to put the hands on him, but I like it, bro. I will say something about Jake Paul. He's brought a lot of attention to boxing. Tank Davis guaranteed $40 million.
If you were in that position, would you fight Jake Paul?
Oh, hell yeah. You got to give Jake Paul his flowers. Mike Tyson, Anderson Silva, Nate Diaz.
Jake Paul is a disruptor, and he's done a phenomenal job at that. You get big and famous enough to where they will just hand you the title shot and completely throw out the ranking system.
If Jake Paul was to do that, I think that'd be the greatest sports accomplishment in history. Going from a Disney Channel kid to a YouTuber to becoming a world champion.
I don't remember the last time that I've heard Gervonta Davis say, I'm in boxing to be the greatest fighter of all time. I've heard him say that he's better than certain guys in his weight class, or this kid can't beat me. I've heard that. I can't remember, and maybe y'all can keep me honest online. The last time I've heard Gervonta Davis talk about his legacy in the ring. Like I'm building my legacy. I'm trying to outdo Floyd in legacy. Like, I think it started like that for him. But the influence of Floyd Mayweather, Money Man, not Pretty Boy, but the Money Man, and building your brand and selling tickets and selling pay-per-views and becoming a household name, that's also a legacy. You got the legacy in the ring and you got the legacy in terms of how you sold. I believe Gervonta Davis is more focused on selling tickets and making money and securing his future for himself and his family. He said it out of his own mouth. I ain't got nothing else to prove. If you're trying to be one of the greatest fighters of all time, it's still a whole lot to prove. My point is, Roy, is I don't think, should everybody hold this man to the standard that they hold him to and say, you not fighting nobody, yeah, you making money, but you ain't really fought nobody. If he don't even care about that, that's not even something that he's really focused on. If his main focus is the money, and his main focus is getting out of boxing without getting hurt and retiring on his own terms, shouldn't his fan base and other people get on board with that if that's not even his goal? How can we hold him to something like that if he don't even hold himself to that?
MMA fighter Mike Perry also blasted the fight, claiming Davis isn't the knockout artist he once was and questioning his motivation. He warned that when passion fades, it's dangerous to face a bigger, heavier.
I can't buy the hype at this particular moment in time. Now, I'll give Jake Paul credit for this. At least he's in the ring with a boxer. But 57 years old is 57 years old. And 57 years old and formally walking into a UFC fight as an audience member, as a patron with a cane, It's hard to me to believe a year later that you're going to be in any condition to really, really fight. I hope I'm wrong, but I don't know. And if you're Jake Paul, here's what I want to say to you. It's Mike Tyson, that's fine. It's a money fight, I get you, and you want to make money. But at some point in time, if you keep telling us that you're taking boxing seriously and you want to be recognized as a big-time boxer / fighter, you're going to have to fight somebody closer to your age, who is a contender at the very least in the sport and who lives with it every single day. Could you please get in the ring with somebody? Pretty please, with sugar on top. I'm interested.
What did you think about the fight, Jake Paul?
I hate it. And Jake Paul's starting to piss me off. Mike Tyson is 57 years old, man. Jake Paul been training with professional boxing trainers for years. He takes the sport very seriously.
Thank you. So let me ask you, that's the question I have, because great kid, great businessman, by the way, amazing. And I know how he does all this, the character and the persona. We keep saying that he doesn't want to be a boxer. He's not a boxer, but then
Jake Paul is a boxer.
Yeah, exactly.
That's my point.
Exactly. He's a boxer.
He can fight. I respect it. So go in there against fighters. You should be climbing the ladder towards those other fighters and taking the sport seriously to the point where you're fighting actual boxers. Now he decides to fight a fighter, a real fighter, which is Tyson. But Tyson is 30 years older. Stop this nonsense of going against dudes that either ain't boxing or is 25 years removed from the sport.
And more motivated opponent. Perry added that Paul could step in the ring almost 180 pounds heavier, making the size gap a huge factor in power, stamina, and damage.